And here we are, JV action getting ready to come your way. A little 2 7-minute quarters, it would appear. As we get ready to go, I'm Dwayne Hulett. Holden Word alongside, well, with a beam in between us, but for all intents and purposes, he's alongside.
Uh-huh.
And a 3 on the way by Wethersfield right off the bat. That was off the hands of number 20, Natalie Martinez. It goes out of bounds. It'll go to the Heat. A lot fewer people on the bench on this one. Each team has one sub sitting on the bench. So, Holden, it's easy to see why they're only playing 2 quarters instead of a full game after that hard-fought varsity game a few minutes ago.
Yeah, pretty concerned about when their players get tired, though, because one sub is not going to be enough.
Yeah, one sub's not very many, is it?
Unless it's, like, LeBron and one person.
Or Caitlin Clark in this case.
True.
6:34 to go. We are, as we said, though, only playing 2 quarters here. At least that's what we were told. 2 quarters, regular timing and scoring, but just a half a game. Not going to take any breaks as far as halftime, I don't think. That went off the hands of number 4, Jordan Nelson. He'll stay with the Heat. Number 1 is Abby Carmen. Saw her briefly in the varsity contest. Number 4 is Jordan Nelson. Number 10 is Lucy Landwehr. And I think she's going to pick up the foul. Jinxed her. She is. Team's first, her first. Number 20 is Martinez. We talked about her. And a 3 on the way off, no good. The other, number 22, Caitlin Carmen. She played briefly as well, I do believe. And a traveling violation on a rebound goes back to the Heat. For the Heat on the floor, I'll tell you about them. With the basketball is number 2, Addison Burrell. Also out there is Olivia Price, number 1. Number 24 is Brinley Priestman. There's a steal and a turnover. Also out there, number 15 is Haley Maines. There's Martinez putting up another shot. It's hard off glass, no good. A rebound, jump ball, possession to the Heat. So it's Price, Burrell, and then also out there is Brooklyn Eisenecker. Eisenecker is out there as well. So it's Eisenecker, Priestman, Maines, Price, and Burrell on the floor for the Heat. That's Burrell with it now, and she goes over to Maines. Over to Priestman, who loses it out of bounds. 5:28 remaining. On the floor once again for the Geese. Number 10 is Landwehr. Now with the basketball is Abby Carmen. Number 22 is Caitlin Carmen. 3 on the way. Off no good by Landwehr. Rebound unable to be held by Jordan Nelson, who comes out of there with a little bit of a smile on her face. I think that got to her a little quicker than she had anticipated it coming to her. Wasn't able to hold on to it. 5 minutes remaining in the first of what is supposed to be 2 quarters of play. Eisenecker with it for the Heat. Now it goes over to Priestman. Brinley Priestman with it. Now it's back to Eisenecker. That's a 3 off the mark by Maines. Nelson comes down with the rebound for the Geese. Landwehr with it now. She brings it up the floor. She's going to put up a long 3. It's off, no good. Nelson with the rebound. Back out to Landwehr. Down low to Martinez. Now up top it comes to Carmen of the Abbey variety. That shot's off, no good. Rebound to the other number 1 on the floor. That's Olivia Price, and she'll take it back the other way. Loses it, gathers it back up, puts it up. It's off, no good. It was touched, so it's not a travel, and her pass is going to be stolen. And then Olivia Price is going to pick up the foul. It'll be her first, team's first. Sub coming in, going to be number 2, Abigail Van de Sample. Sampel. .356 left in the first quarter. Nice pass down low to Nelson, in the first bucket of the game goes to the Geese as Jordan Nelson gets the points. Price with it. She's going to come up top to Priesman. Left side to Burrell. 3:31 remaining in the first quarter. And a traveling violation is going to be called on Olivia Price as she kind of jumped as she tried to ball fake. Martinez coming back in. Nelson is going to take a seat. 3:25 left. And share this link. We did have to change links as I messed up the other one. So change this link. We did update Facebook with the proper link. Oh, nice look. Down to Martinez. She can't finish. Gets her own rebound. Jump ball should stay with the Geese this time. 3:11 remaining. Three on the way. Off no good by Van de Sample. Price drops it down to Maines, who had it just briefly. Now another jump ball. This one is going to go to the Heat. Checking in for the Heat is going to be Leah Klossing. And Nelson checking in as well for the Geese. Maines, nope. Eisenecker checks out. And also out for is Caitlin Carmen for the Geese. 2:45 remaining. Through the hands of Priestman, out of bounds. It's going to be Landwehr hanging it up, bringing it up the floor. Martinez into Nelson. Well, she tried to pass that across, but it was a nice look if it was, as Abby Carmen got the ball, and she's going to be fouled. A couple free throws coming here. Foul's going to be on Burrell, her first, team second. So at the free throw line for the Geese is Abby Carmen. She's a freshman, wears number 1. She makes the first. Holding a lot of jump balls early in this two-quarter contest here.
Yeah.
And that was a lane violation on Abby Carmen as she looked like she realized it was going to be off, and she tried to get a head start into the lane, across the lane about a half a tick too early, and it's blown dead. It's 3-0. Geese with the lead. Maines has her pass tipped. Comes in the hands of Price. Price going to give it to Burrell. Burrell for 3, top of the key. Off, no good. Martinez with the rebound for Wethersfield. Outlets to Carmen, and I think Carmen's going to be fouled. Foul number 3 on the Heat. This one's going to be on Maines. Her first, team's third. Checking back in is Caitlin Carmen, replacing Lucy Landwehr.
It's one sub, which might not be a lot, but for me, for my legs, subbing out my legs for a new pair would be pretty nice right now because I've been standing for a hot minute.
You know, the one sub, both these teams are subbing in and out pretty quick. They aren't letting any. So kind of like what you said, I think, Holden. They not a lot of subs, so they're trying to keep them fresh by floating them in and out regularly and quickly.
Yeah, it's pretty smart, but it'd also be smarter to have more subs.
If you could, that's for sure, right? Sometimes you can't have that, unfortunately. As
Sadly.
Price is going to lose that ball out of bounds. Under 2 minutes to go, 1:59 remaining. Here in the first quarter. That was Abby Carmen. it's over to Vanda Sempel. Her shot's off, no good. Martinez had it in her hand. And they're going to call Martinez with the foul.
They're getting rough in this.
Yeah, it's getting a smidge chippy, as we'd like to say in hockey.
Yeah.
Been going to a few hockey games too, haven't you, Holden?
I have indeed. Too bad we can't broadcast those yet. We're not at that level.
Not yet.
Hopefully we will be soon.
1 minute and 30 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Price is going to be fouled. That could be one of any 3 players picking up that foul. We'll see who. It's going to be on number 20, Martinez. That'll be her second. Olivia Price's first free throw is off, no good. I always wonder in a situation like that if the officials just say eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and okay, it'll be that one.
Sometimes I wonder too, but most of them don't.
No, they don't. You're right. But
or I hope they don't. Unless they just get really lucky.
And a lane violation coming into the lane too early was, I believe, Nelson. So Price, who missed the second one, is going to get another chance at number 2. And she missed it again, but Maines with the rebound.
We're getting calls everywhere.
Leah Klossing gets called for over and back as she thought she had an easy layup. Well, it was going to be real easy because it was the other team's basket. You'll have that occasionally, though.
Happens every once in a while. Pretty funny when it happens, though.
At least she didn't score in the other team's basket. Vander Sempel's shots missed. Maines came up with it. Now Leah Klossing is going to try to redeem herself. She takes it back the other way. Maines for 3. It's off, no good. Price with the rebound. It's off, no good. And I believe the foul's going to be on Abby Carmen. We'll wait and see.
55.5 seconds left.
Abby Carmen picks up the foul. A couple free throws coming for Olivia Price. She is 0 for 2 from the free throw line. That one is good, and a heater on the scoreboard with, as Holden said, 55.5 seconds remaining. And the second one's good as well. It's a 1-point game, 3-2. And Leah Klossing with the steal. She's going to push it back the other way. Vander Sempel's going to pick up a foul on the floor. No shot.
Ooh, that's got to hurt the soul.
That's the 5th foul.
That's a lot of fouls right there.
So Leah Klossing is going to be shooting a couple free throws here with 43.9 seconds remaining. Coach Klossing's trying to say it should have been NBA continuation, I think. Wait a split second to call it. Missing the first, looking for a tie here. Lobbying didn't work, though. Second one off, no good. Klossing's going to get the steal, though.
The Heat is doing pretty good at stealing right now.
And that time shot by Price is off, no good. Went into the hands of Caitlin Carmen. Now Abby Carmen with it. Vander Sempel, excuse me. And a turnover again. Burrow comes up with it with 15 seconds remaining. Leah Klossing gets it across, down to 10 seconds to Maines. Looking down low for Eisenecker. It's off, no good. Back the other way.
They're rushing up the court, but I don't know if it's in time.
It is in time. Ooh. Abby Carmen's going to get the bucket.
Somebody pour some water on my head because I got that bet wrong.
You did get it wrong, didn't you? 5-2 at the end of the quarter. And we'll take a real quick break. We'll be back with the second and final quarter right after this. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Sometimes the best healing happens at home. MDH Home Healthcare provides skilled services to children or adults in need of nursing or therapy services. MDH Home Healthcare covers McDonough County and portions of Fulton, Hancock, Schuyler, and Warren counties. Specialized expertise in wound care, IV medication administration, medication teaching, and orthopedic care is available to patients in their own home. Visit MDH.org to learn more about home health care. The care you need, the comfort of home.
Oh, as we come back, Holden's trying to do some math in his head, and
I'm hurting my brain even more.
hurting his brain a little bit, I think. But we got 8 minutes left, and we're at quarter number 2, or half number 2, I guess is really what it is.
Correction, 7 minutes left.
Oh, yes, that's right. 7 minutes left.
8 minutes was the last.
That's right. You are correct, young sir.
Yep.
You usually are, aren't you? Except with the whole eighth thing.
Yeah.
Abby Carmen has it, and she's going to overthrow Caitlin Carmen out of bounds.
Ooh.
It'll be...
She flew into the stands.
Hustled after it, didn't she?
Mm-hmm.
You got to give her credit for the hustle.
No pain, no gain.
That's right. 6:43 remaining. Burrell's pass is knocked away by Abby Carmen into the hands of Caitlin Carmen. Back to Abby it goes, and she's going to split a couple defenders. Back to Caitlin, up top to Landwehr. Landwehr, Nelson. Abby Carmen's going to lose it out of bounds. Leah Klossing checking back in, going to replace Burrell. Mallory just ducked at the last second, thinking she was tall enough to get on the camera. Steal by Nelson from Klossing. Back the other way it goes. 6:10 remaining. And a traveling violation on Jordan Nelson. Abigail Van de Sampel coming back in. Go ahead.
To me, where I'm standing from, half the travel violations look like they're being pushes.
Yeah, there's a lot of contact out there, isn't there?
Uh-huh.
Olivia Price with it now. She's going to go in the corner to Burrell, who's back in the game on the dribble. So it's Burrell, Priestman, and what are we calling here? Abby Carmen's going to pick up the foul. Her second. Called her for the block.
That was a good steal right there.
It was. Abby Carmen steal and missed the layup, and it kicks it away from Landwehr. Now Eisnicker pushes it up the floor. She goes to Price, across to Priestman, who wasn't ready for it, into the hands of Martinez. Back the other way it goes. She stops, loses it, and Priestman's there to take it away. You take one from me, I'll take one from you, and then they're going to call.
Seems like they're running drills the way they're running up and down the court.
Van de Sampel gets the foul, her second. Team second. Jordan Nelson getting ready to check back in for the Geese. And now a foul called, I believe, on Maines. Or maybe it's on Burrell. I think it's on Maines, though. It is on Maines. For the Heat, a turnover. Second on Haley Maines. Maines will set down. Leah Klossing came back in. 5:15 remaining. Nelson gave it off to Van de Sampel. Now right side, Caitlin Carmen. Her shot's off, no good. And a jump ball, possession to the Geese. Nope, possession to the Heat, excuse me. 5-2 still the score.
Is it just ask me, or do I think Caitlin Carmen's nickname should be Caitlin Clark?
She'd probably like that.
Yeah?
Saved in and right to Jordan. That's a great pair of hands by Nelson to grab that, but then she threw it away. Now Price, who stole it, threw it away. Now Caitlin Carmen steals it. Nearly had it stolen away, but she gets it to Landwehr. And now Caitlin Carmen with it again. Landwehr with it again.
They're tiring Heat out.
Oof. A little too hard, almost too hard to handle. Abby Carmen had to catch that out of self-defense. Martinez checking back in.
I can't tell if this is a basketball game or if this is a boxing match.
Abby Carmen throws its heads out. Yeah, they ain't really fighting. They're throwing hard passes at each other is the problem, really. 3 from the corner as well long. And a foul is going to be called on the Geese. It's going to be on number 22. That's Caitlin Carmen. That'll be her first. Maines checks back in. Checking out is going to be number 2, Addison Burrow. 4:05 remaining.
4 minutes remaining.
Leah Klossing throws it away. It's tracked down by the Geese. Landwehr going to push it up the other direction. Dump it out to Martinez for 2. It's off, no good. Landwehr saves it in. Martinez picks it up. Goes out to Caitlin Carmen. Carmen drops it short. Maines pushes it up the other way. And she travels with it. Abby Carmen getting ready to check back in now. She is replacing Abigail Van de Sempel.
Both the teams are hustling pretty well and playing pretty hard.
Yeah, they're playing hard. The offense, kind of like the first half of that varsity game, and there's another jump ball.
Yeah, the first half of the varsity game was pretty.
Not a lot of scoring in that one either, was there?
No, but it was a lot of hustling.
Jump ball back to the Heat. Burrell checks back in. Leah Klossing sits down. Leah played a lot in the varsity game, so they're just using her, as Holden was talking about. Only one sub per team, so they're subbing in and out quite a bit. So using her just to give somebody a break occasionally. I think she's played for pretty much everybody on the floor at one point or another. Oh, nice pass down to Eisnicker, and she can't finish, but a foul's going to be called. She'll get a couple free throws. Foul is going to be on number 20, Natalie Martinez. The freshman has 3 fouls here. And Eisnicker is going to be at the free throw line looking for her first points of the night. She misses the first. .309 to go here in this 2-quarter game. Which makes it 2 7-minute halves, I guess, for all intensive purposes. Which is what Holden was trying to give me a hard time about during the quarter break.
Yeah, because I was saying something about 8s and the halves. I don't even know anymore.
It's actually 2 halves instead of 2 quarters, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not going to get into it because it's going to make my brain hurt.
And there's another foul, and Abby Carmen's going to go to the free throw line. This is going to be on Priestman of the Heat.
Number might be 1, but let's hope she can make all the shots she gets.
First foul for Priestman. Carmen misses the first. She is 1 for 3 from the free throw line. Her team leads by 2, 5-3. And she nearly crossed early again. But she makes it. She made the front end of the first pair, the back end of the second pair, and her team leads by 3 again. .240 to go.
Indeed.
Timeout on the floor, a 30-second timeout, charged to the Heat. With 2:40 remaining, it's a 30-second timeout. So we'll keep it here. Holden, why don't you show the Geese sideline for a second there. All 5 of them that are playing, and Martinez, who's taking a seat trying to catch her breath, as they've been doing a lot of running up and down the floor here with just 6 players on each side.
Yeah, especially that one time when they kept stealing. You know, that time you said, you take one, I take one.
Yeah, exactly.
It was pretty up and down the court, but, I mean, I don't know if anybody scored that time because I wasn't really paying attention too hard at that point, but they were definitely playing hard trying to steal the ball, which they did.
Yep, they've been getting up and down the floor for only having 6 players. There's 0 doubts about that. Holden worked with me. I'm Dwayne Hewlett. Holden, a 5th grader at West Burlington High School, elementary school, not high school.
Yeah, you're used to saying high school, though.
I am used
to
to
broadcast.
That's right. So Holden is a 5th grader at West Burlington Elementary.
Yeah, but I think I'm smart enough to go to the high school.
Yeah, you might be. Smart aleck enough for sure.
Yeah.
There's a shot off, no good by Burl. It's rebounded by Maines. Back to Burl. She looks at another 3, doesn't take it. Burl still with the basketball. Picked up her dribble. Gives it to Maines. Nope, that's Eisnicker, excuse me. Eisnicker goes down low. Across to Maines. Now to Burl for a short or long 2, and she gets it to go. It's a 1-point game again.
I don't know if you guys heard me because Dwayne was talking, or either you heard me and you didn't hear Dwayne, but there's 1 minute left. Technically 140, 150.
140 remaining right now. 1-point game. Abby Carmen is going to be fouled. She'll get a couple free throws. Foul is going to be on number 14, Brooklyn Eisenicker. Her first unofficially. Abby Carmen back at the free throw line. She is 2 for 4. 2 for 5. Second one, no good. Ball tipped out of bounds. It's going to go off of. I thought Burl tipped that, but it must have hit a green arm on the way out of bounds. It'll stay with the Heat with 1:36 remaining. And the Heat going to throw it out of bounds. No, they're not. Landwehr is going to take it.
You know what I just noticed? All the Heat shoes are the same.
Back when I played basketball, you had to have, everybody had a team shoe and everybody played the same with the same shoe.
Well, that's something new to me.
Hey, don't do that anymore, do they? There's a shot off, no
be
good, and a foul called.
Be pretty cool.
See who fouls on Abby Carmen. And we'll have free throws at the other end. That's the 3rd on Carmen.
1 minute, 27 seconds left.
Priestman at the free throw line. It's Brinley Priestman. Misses the first. She can make one, we'll be tied.
Indeed. That would be the best case scenario they can get.
Did not get the rim. It only got the backboard. That means it's East basketball.
They still have time to get it. 1 minute and 20 seconds to be exact.
Landwehr's going to drive, and she's going to turn it over. Olivia Price came up with it, crosses to the middle of the court. She's going to drive down. It's tipped away, and it's going to stay with the Heat with 1:10 remaining. Olivia Price puts the shot up. She's fouled. Might be Abby Carmen again. If it is, she'll have 4 already. It is. Unofficially 4 fouls for Abby Carmen.
We might need to put a spacer in between her.
Olivia Price at the free throw line. She's 2 for 4, and we're tied at 6. Make her 3 for 5.
Ooh. 1 minute to finish the game.
1:07. Martinez is back in. Van de Sampel is out.
Or I said that wrong. 1 minute to either go into, what do you call it?
And she makes the
Overtime?
second.
Overtime or
Overtime, yep.
win it. But so far, it doesn't look like it's going to be overtime anymore because now it's 7-6 with 1 minute remaining.
And a foul, shooting 2. 7-6, 1 minute exactly. Fouls on Eisennicker.
I'm glad it's 1 minute because every single time it lands on something, I can't look at the scoreboard because of my OCD.
Eisennicker getting a little conversation from the official down there, taking a moment to do a teachable moment. First one's off, no good. Second one off, no good.
Ooh, they could have tied up game right there.
And falling and losing the ball is Olivia Price. It'll go back to the Geese with 56.8 seconds left. Two for 8 is Carmen from the free throw line of the Abbey variety. Throw it across to Nelson and Martinez. Nelson, she gets fouled. This time it's Haley Maines picking up the foul.
With 48 seconds and .1.
That's her third. 2 free throws this time for Jordan Nelson. Nelson has 2 points.
We're getting a lot of calls.
Misses the first. Vanda Sempel goes in. Martinez goes back out. Nelson with 48.1 seconds remaining and a chance to tie it, and she does.
So this is a pretty good chance that they go to overtime, but
I don't know if they'll play overtime.
wow, they might not. They might just call it a tie, call it a day. But they look like they're playing hard, so I don't know if it will be overtime.
Eisnicker to Burrell. 38 seconds.
And there's 30
Man,
seconds on the clock.
A lot of contact there. Eisnicker comes up with it, gives it to Maines. Maines for 3. It banks it in! A 3-pointer for Haley Maines.
Whoa. So either they have to tie it up with another 3-pointer.
And a foul by Olivia Price with 18.3 seconds left.
Ooh.
Landwehr at the free throw line to shoot 2. First one's no good. 10-3. Heat, or 10-7. Heat lead by 3. On the bank, 3-pointer by Haley Maines. Second free throw is good by Lucy Landwehr, her first point. It's a 2-point game. 10-8, timeout on the floor. It's a 30-second timeout charged to the Geese. 18.3 seconds remaining. They obviously have to get the ball back. Both teams are in the bonus, so that means that a foul does stop the clock, but it does send the Heat to the free throw line. Neither team shooting real well from the free throw line today, though.
It's pretty close with them because they can shoot one shot to tie it up, but I don't know if they will because they've been playing really aggressive. Really, both teams have.
Yeah, the defense has been extremely aggressive.
Especially.
And the inbound is going to be difficult, and they're going to overthrow. Can Price track it down? She can't. And all the way back to the other end, it'll be Geese basketball. Good thought, just overthrew her just a little bit.
Glad they're not sitting ducks and flying geese.
Landwehr wants the 3. She takes it, misses it. Ball tip. Nelson comes down with it. Shot up. Foul. 2 free throws coming with 11.7 seconds remaining. Foul is on number 24, Brindley Priestman, her second. 2 free throws for Jordan Nelson. Nelson is 1 of 2 from the free throw line. She's got 3 points.
11 seconds, point, and
She
point
is
7.
2 for 3, and we're 1 point away. If she can hit this one, we'll be tied at 10.
Indeed, we will. But only time can tell.
And she does. It rattles around and falls in. We're tied at 10. Leah Klossing going to try and drive, and she's going to be fouled. 2 free throws coming for Klossing now.
They really have to try to make this because there's 4.6 seconds left.
Not sure who that foul was on. They called it on Van de Sampel, her third.
I can never really tell who it's on.
So Leah Klossing at the free throw line to shoot 2. 4.6 seconds remaining.
This is a really close
First
game.
one is good.
Ooh.
First point of the game for Klossing gives her team a 1-point lead.
This is still possible for them to hit a buzzer beater, but this will be pretty hard.
Second one good as well. 4.6 seconds remaining. Got to get it in.
And the clock is now running.
Landwehr tipped away by Eisnicker. And the Heat get the win 12-10 on the strength of a couple late free throws by Leah Klossing and a big banked-in 3 by Haley Maines. Unofficially, 4 points for Olivia Price, 2 points for Leah Klossing, 3 points for Haley Maines, 2 points for Addison Burrell, and 1 point for Brooklyn Eisnicker. For the Geese, 4 points for Abby Carmen, 5 points for Jordan Nelson, 1 point for Lucy Landwehr. And that's the scoring. So that'll do it for the JV contest. You've been watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. For Holden Word, I'm Dwayne Hulett. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you again very soon. Please be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.